What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? So, you guys can plainly see um, the mandates have been pushed back, right? And certain companies are still, pushing, their own personal mandates. You know what I'm saying? It's like a separation in this country right now. The highest court in the office has shot down mandates, and we still got certain businesses and companies that's, still going along with the medical uh, disinformation, misinformation, whatever, however you want to twist it to the narrative. You know what I'm saying? And, um, we did some research of our own. You know what I'm saying? And went into a few places uh, to find out. What is the numbers? What are the numbers concerning the vaccine, unvaccinated? You know, what are those numbers? Are they real numbers? Are there any numbers out there at all, or are we just watching TV and hearing from our journalists? Depending on what station they on, what they want to tell you, right? So let's check the COVID uh, 19 vaccination site. See this right here. This is the over there. This and we're gonna be able to see some numbers. The weekend holiday reporting. This is last updated January 16th. Okay, so uh, the unvaccinated that's in ICU is 195. The partially vaccinated cases, how many people? That's a piece of pie right here. Down here, 17. And fully vaccinated cases that are in ICU are 196. So it's just about even for those that are vaccinated as well as those that are un. But they'll get on TV and tell you that the unvaccinated are the reasons why we having such outbreaks. Now they probably gonna want to take this down because it's like this misinformation. It's all misinformation. People telling you what they want you to know, even if it ain't true. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's all everything is politically driven. We don't even got no honesty in our own country. When you got an agenda on your side for your politics, you will claim it's a you know it's death to all the people that don't, or it's all the other people fault, or anything to divide this country. You know what I'm saying? They talk all this bipartisan shit, but that shit don't never come to avail. It's always some division in this country. You know what I'm saying? And if you say you on the other team side, then you ain't shit, right? Or you know what I'm saying? Or you a coon, or you a racist, or and if you on the other side, then better not talk bad about nobody. You gotta better hope the press help you out and give you your pass and help you get numbers. You know what I'm saying? If you with a big tech company and you shooting your gift, but if you saying something for the other side, you know what I'm saying, you automatically disapproved of, and you censored, you blocked out, you blackballed, you know what I'm saying, and people only rock with you, you know what I'm saying, that are on that side. But a person like me that don't have never picked a side, you know what I'm saying, I just watch from the sidelines. You know what I'm saying? I just watch from the sidelines, and that's why you able to see things without being driven by a political party, a particular party. I watch politics on CNN. I watch things on Fox. I watch stuff on MSNBC. I watch stuff on CBS, CNBC. I use Newsmax. I'll cover with the NTD TV. There are a lot of different news outlets that you can watch different things on, and that's how you get the full compass of things. And especially, guess what? It's simply as just looking up data, right? So let's look up in hospitals, but not in the ICU. Now this data is all the data that's going on in uh, in Canada. This is Canada's data numbers. Okay, so let's look at what they got going on. Not too far from America. I'm in Ohio, so I'm not too far from Canada. A few hours I could be there, right? So let's look at these numbers and see what's going on. So in the hospital, now, the first numbers we looked at was the ones in the ICU unit. Now let's look at the numbers from the ones that's in the hospitals but not in ICU. Okay. This new data collection and data quality will continue to improve as hospitals continue to submit the data. Okay, so here we go. In the cases of the partially vaccinated cases, we got 195 people that are in the hospital but not in the ICU. Okay, in Canada. Okay, this is their numbers. In the unvaccinated cases, we have 739, that's that piece of pie right there, that are unvaccinated, that are in the hospital but not in ICU. The fully vaccinated cases, there you go. There's your number right there of in the hospital right now, dealing with the different situations from obviously without saying it, right? You see the numbers. The numbers don't lie. People lie. Politicians lie. Different parties lie. But numbers don't lie. All right. Let's look at a few food shortages. All right. Let's look at a few food shortages in different communities, so we can see what's actually going on. It's a shame that we can actually now look up and see and it's trending. The topic is trending. You can immediately get on any channel you want and see where they got food shortages. So let's check it out since it's there for the asking, right? This CBS, y'all. Well,
As we are covering a number of big stories, and tonight I should let you know
fair
I'm joining you
use.
from a remote studio after coming in contact with someone who tested positive for COVID. And like many of you have had to do over the last couple of years, I am working remotely. But the top headline tonight is the breathtaking rise of inflation. Consumer prices were up 7% in December compared to a year ago. That means the cost for virtually everything is on the rise: food, gas, rent, utilities, and cars. Unfortunately, economists predict it won't be over anytime soon, with inflation remaining high throughout the year. But higher prices aren't the only problems facing consumers. Bare shelves are another problem. Supply chain shortages are hitting grocery stores on even the most basic of items. CBS's Scott McFarland is at a supermarket in Bethesda, Maryland. Good evening, Scott.
So we in Maryland.
Nora, this is the sharpest rise in consumer prices in nearly 40 years, creating two problems for grocery shoppers: rising prices emptying their wallets, and the store shelves emptying too. Dennis Stevenson is
Who
a
was this
military
hurting?
veteran and retired with a fixed
Huh?
income and
Let's
years
pause
of
real quick.
experience.
Who was this hurting? You know what I'm saying? And that's what you have to ask yourself. Who was being, you know what I'm saying? Who was being hurt by this? You know, let's look at another. Let's look at Forbes breaking news. Okay, that's just one. That was in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? That was in Maryland. Let's look at another news station and let's see what they got to say. Let's get a fair use clip real quick.
Myself for an opening statement. Across the country, food prices are soaring, families are going hungry, and small businesses are suffering. In the wake of recent COVID outbreaks caused by the Omicron variant, weather disruptions, people cannot believe their eyes when they see entire barren sections of their grocery stores. Across the country, workers are calling out sick due to the surge in COVID cases. Truck deliveries and other shipments are facing delays, and people are panic buying, all leading to product shortages. Small businesses and food banks are struggling, and with pandemic profiteering driving up costs, our most vulnerable neighbors are buying their groceries at dollar stores just to make ends meet. And while prices are declining and are expected to continue to fall in the months ahead, we have seen versions of this story play out repeatedly in recent years due to deep structural problems in our economy. Today, nearly every link of America's food supply chain is dominated by less than a handful of corporations. We've seen consolidation
Uh-oh.
trigger more
We ain't gonna
consolidation,
go there.
which has caused a dominant.
They ain't gonna want to hear that. That's him saying. That's him saying. Basically saying that it's the domineering parties. It's these same big conglomerates that run everything, right? And it is what it is, right? When you become a when you monopolize something so much that nobody else don't got no, you know what I'm saying? Nobody else don't got no say on nothing, then it is what it is. But since we talking to the American people, let's talk to some more Americans. Because even though them people they got their own stations and everything, we did a little news clip of what they're saying. Let's just keep talking to the American people to see what everybody got to get an opinion on what's going on. So let's find another friendly American, maybe somebody not behind the newscast that can talk to us about what's going on with these groceries and the prices and the food shortages. So fair use on this video too.
We're all hearing about this food shortages, this fear-mongering based messages all online. The truckers are heading towards Ottawa, but what's going on really in Walmart? Well, let's take a look inside and I'll show you where fact meets fiction. So I'm here at Walmart and I'm checking out this fear-based stuff online. Is there food going on? Yeah, it is kind of actually, taken off the shelves. You can see this. So people are choosing to get here early in the morning now so that they can actually grab some chicken and beef before people are hoarding the protein. You can actually see here, I've never seen cereal shelves actually somewhat empty and not stocked. And this is right like 9:30 in the morning on a Thursday. And even the peanut butter's kind of flying off. I prefer almond butter, a little bit better. And we got the juice boxes. People are stocking up on juice boxes, and you can see that there's actually a dent in the shelves. It's irregular. People even want a carb load, along with juices. Everyone needs that. And there's some hollow shelves going on here. Very, very different. We got pastas flying off the shelves also. Funny thing is cans of tuna is just doing fine. When this would be a really good approach to having protein versus air sealing for long periods of time. And even the spices are taking off the shelf. So I guess people want to make their soups and have some nice spiced meals. It is the healthy choice. And the hoarding and stockpiling is possibly continuing on with canned fruit, which is a great thing to stock up on, in my opinion. But there's no problem with produce, so don't worry about that yet. You think that would be the first thing to go, truly, is the produce. So really?
Well, the reason why the produce is not being taken, because there are some people that are taking certain things. Like you have to be fair on both sides. They ain't taking the produce because the produce don't last long. You buy produce and you bring it home, and in 4-5 days, if you don't eat it up, it's gone. Produce is something you go in the store, you get, and you make that night. You know what I'm saying? Unless you grow your own. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? And if you haven't been shopping, you don't know that this guy might not be a big shopper. He may not know. So, he might just been going there to just do a little video, and we just wanted to, see his little point of view of what he thought about it. But he likes to blame it all on just hoarding. Just hoarding. It is some of that going on. It is some people, stocking up, but there's also some shortages, and you can't just say, oh, there's no shortages. That's just
grocery store in the past
hoarding.
week or so.
Here we go again. Let's see
Probably
another.
noticed the bare shelves.
Sometimes it's meat or dairy products, sometimes some empty freezers in the frozen food section. Things seem to be in short supply these days, even after we're told progress has been made to ease the supply chain problems. Sean will lay live with more on this, and you've been checking out grocery stores all over town, Sean.
We certainly have, all over town. Also called an food industry insider who says this is all about COVID. He says, take meat production. Go look at your meat case. He says fewer people are working in meat production because of COVID. Go to the frozen food section for vegetables. He says fewer people are working in the frozen food industry with vegetables as well. All that stuff has to go to a warehouse all over the country. Well, warehouses, fewer people are working there because of COVID. That stuff has to be trucked out to your store. Fewer trucks on the road because of COVID. And at your store, fewer employees because of COVID. And here's what it all looks like. Local 4 viewers, you told us where you shop and where you're seeing empty store shelves all over Metro Detroit. From the Meijer at 12 and Mound to the Hazel Park Kroger. This is what it looks like at Kroger in Bloomfield Township, and there are many empty meat cases, dairy coolers, and empty frozen food shelves at this Kroger in Birmingham. And then
Okay, so
Brittany Jones can tell us how bad.
let's go into that. So let's get our balance on all things that we see and what they say to us. We see the empty shelves. We know that there's a part of the people being sick that can trickle down to that, right? We also know that they've been buying farmland, telling our farmers not to farm. So that we also know that year before that, as gardeners, that there was a big flood here in Ohio all year, all the whole gardening season. Most folks, a lot of people didn't garden anything, so you didn't have a lot of farms gardening. When stuff came up, stuff didn't come up. We planted seeds, stuff never even grew because it rained and flushed all the seeds away. You know what I'm saying? And they kept doing it all year long until we had to, in the middle of the garden season, we actually had to get to start the raised bed so that we could pull our stuff above the ground so that we could actually continue to grow. And that's the year that all summer long, I think I watered twice. It rained so much, I literally grew the stuff, and the whole garden season, I think I watered twice out there. Other than that, I just let it just grow by itself because it was so much rain every day. You know what I'm saying? That's how much rain we was getting that year. So a lot of farmers was getting flooded in their farms, flooded all through their corn, and stuff wasn't growing. So there go two garden seasons back to back. But we've had shortages in one, had to borrow from the year before crop. Another shortage, another year from rain drought. Not this year with the COVID. You know what I'm saying? They was throwing away stuff. They was dumping milk. They was throwing away all kind of stuff. And somebody got exposed to COVID in the fields. They was telling these people to throw it away. They whole crop. They was giving away, throwing away food left and right. They didn't know what this is like. They didn't want to admit that they didn't know. They didn't know how deep this could get, how dangerous it could get, right? And that'll be their excuse for turning it into a pandemic when it really was just a what they want to call it now, a flu. What they call it, a flu vid, or whatever they trying to call, right? So let's watch Dr. Fauci admit that he don't know something. That's like a whole other world, right? This guy got to tell the truth about something he don't know, Mr. Science. Not Mr. Science. How's Mr. Science doesn't know something? It's Mr. Science, right? They know what we pay you for. Mr. Science doesn't know something. I can't believe that. I really can't. I can't believe it. You got someone's punking me, right? I'm being punked, right? You being punked, we both being, everybody being punked. Let's watch Dr. Fauci say this. Fair use on the
What
video.
about the next booster shot? For a substantial part of the population, they're now moving into the 5th month of their booster. So does it lose its effectiveness, and how soon should they get another one, if that's your advice?
Well, the answer, Margaret, honestly, is that we don't know, because we don't know the durability of protection from the 3rd shot boost of an mRNA.
So you don't know the durability of the protection, but you're giving out the shot. You don't know the durability of the protection, yet you're recommending that everybody go get one. You don't know the durability of the protection, but you're giving out the shot. You don't know the durability. Come on. You the doctor. How you don't know that? You ever done the research on the durability? You don't what? Listen to this shit. This dude does not know the durability. But you the doctor. You the science. Mr. Science. This is Mr. Science. He is Mr. Science. He knows it all. Science goes through him. Everything that we do concerning COVID or not in America is basically going through him. And he claims he does, and he's sitting up here, he claims he's Mr. Science. But now he don't know. He don't know the durability. Listen to him say this shit again. Listen to him clearly. He does not know the durability from one booster to the next. He just shooting you up with shit.
Well, the answer, Margaret, honestly, is that we don't know, because we don't
Oh,
know.
honestly, now you want to be honest. It's January 23rd on here. You've been lying to us. You've been lying to us You've been lying to us and making it seem like you the doctor, you the professional, you know everything you're talking about, and you've been up there confident as hell. And now now you right back here on the interview talking about you don't know the durability of a shot that you're giving out, that you're trying to mandate that people go take. People losing their job and everything else, and you don't know the durability of it.
Oh, the durability of protection from the third shot boost of an mRNA and the second shot boost of a J&J. Certainly, you're going to see the antibody levels go down. We may need to boost again. That's entirely.
Certainly we're going, and we may need to boost again. We don't know. That's right, damn it, you don't know. So how you mandating people to do some shit over something you don't know? It's like a bad parent. You know what I'm talking about? Getting mad at their kids over some stuff, over not knowing some math, like they sit down with them, helping with their math or history or something, and they get mad at them and start, treating them like they, less than, respectable. You don't know, but then really the parent don't know themselves, so they frustrated because they don't know and the kid don't know. So basically he walking around here 6 feet, put your mask on, and then at the end of the day, oh, we don't know the durability of one shot to the other, so we don't know if you're going. So you're just out there testing shit on people, basically. Come on, man, you can't make this up. Congress going gardeners, y'all. Stay vigilant on what's going on here in these politics world, man. The politicians in this country, the physicians, the pharmaceutical companies, the pipelines, they screwing us over now with the fracking and the pipelines being closed, so we ain't even independent energy. That's why gas prices through the roof, because they paying $85 for a barrel of gas when we had our own barrels of gas, so we can charge our own prices. Why would you go get some outside gas from somebody else? Oh, it's causing. Man, it's gonna always be something causing something. Everything in this world is cause and effect. Big government always the big daddy always trying to stick his hands in somewhere where it don't belong, or changing up something that's working just fine, just for the benefit of going against what somebody else is doing, if that's their big pledge on it. That's why I say, man, they preach and teach division. That's why it's division in our homes. That's why it's division when it comes to these mandates and these jobs. That's why it's division within the ranks of the teachers and the students sometimes, and now the staff, the educational staff, superintendents and them against the parents. I mean, the police with the people of poor. You know what I'm saying? In poor areas, how they treated differently. You know what I'm saying? It's always some kind of marginal era, like some line where it's like some division in between us on some level. It ain't never just like, here we are and we gonna fix this, and you know what I'm saying? We're gonna communicate the right way. We're gonna treat each other with the respect that each person is due, and whatever party is due, we're gonna drop the bad issues that we did and the bad blood that we had towards you and the things that we've been doing, and we're gonna we're gonna go out and get rid of the motherfuckers who been helping make the bad blood and keep the division. But no, we like drama. We like drama. We honestly believe out of chaos does come order. We fooling ourselves. And now we know that Dr. Fauci has fooled us as well, because he just admitted he doesn't even know the ratio of what goes on from one booster to the next. He don't know the immunity. He doesn't even know how. So how do you know if it's even working or not? If you don't know the amount of, listen to this. If this dude does not know, right, how this covers you, then how can you possibly know if it's covering at all, right? We didn't see the proof through the COVID-19 and numbers in Canada that it's not. And we've heard it from other celebrities and other people who've been in the public eye, that they're still testing positive for COVID as well. But Mr. Number 46 wants you to believe that it's the unvax that's causing all of the division and all of the sickness and people dying in this country. That's what he wants you to believe. By his own doctor's admission, he doesn't even know. One more time before we go, y'all.
Well, the answer, Margaret, honestly, is that we don't know, because we don't know the durability of protection from the third shot boost of an mRNA and the second shot boost of a J&J.
You don't know.
Certainly, you're going to.
You don't know the durability of protection, yet you're giving it out. It's like selling a car, right? And somebody like, and you like, man, you know, you don't know how many miles on the car. You don't know how many owners of the car. You've done no background job check on the car at all. And you hoping whoever come buy the car, right, don't ask you no questions about it because you don't know shit about it. But you selling it out, you giving it out. This is the clown shit we dealing with. All right, y'all. Stay conscious, stay woke, stay aware. And don't let nobody tell you that you woke because you sit on the left or the right. Okay? Only know that you're aware of something that when you are aware of it. And let the truth set you free. Peace.